So the Class A championship set to get underway as Faison Scott puts his foot through it. And Noah Carlson from the 14. And great coverage by the Polars. Doesn't even get to the 20. And he's brought down by Jamin Smith. Actually took over the starter's job a couple games into his freshman year. It only lasted a couple because he got hurt. Here's Carlson to the second level. And this is what Noah Carlson can do. And the sprint champion will take it in for the early touchdown.
Not much to say right there. That is Noah Carlson to a T. He gets into that second level, and he is gone. We talked about it in the keys of the game, Charlie. And if he gets to that second level, he's as fast as a runner as you're going to find. Watch the initial contact right here. He takes 2 hits, and then he keeps his legs moving. And once he gets into that second level, the athleticism of Minneapolis North is very evident, and there's nobody faster than Noah Carlson, and he just takes off, and it's off to the races. He actually gears down at about the 20, 15-yard line, and we are going to be in for a treat here today if he gets in that second level.
He's a 5-time track champion, including the 200 meters, 74 yards on that touchdown run. And Jake Paulson to try the extra point. And a great start for the Trojans. So Rushford-Peterson off to the good one. Let's see what North has to answer when we come back.
In the next few plays.
5-yard pickup back to the original line of scrimmage. Now they'll hand it off to Keon Porter, and he's up close to a first down. Porter just a sophomore, and they've had to pick up some slack in the backfield this year. They lost their leading rusher, Tyree Cox, in these sections. He has been great this year since taking over as the starter. And here he is on the option. Going to keep it himself. Very shifty runner, and he's up close to another first down. Wrestled down by Ethan Anderson for this North team. Won it on a late touchdown pass, and here he is on the option again, and a late pitch to Jamin Smith. Good decision. Now Smith in some space. Finally knocked down at the 49-yard line. Ethan Hermanson finally got him. A nice pickup there and another first down for the Polars.
Yeah, Jamin Smith is the benefactor here of everybody coming to Rogers. He pump fakes here, gets through the line, but watch him pitch right there. Great read on that one. It just lays it out. You know, it's the relationship between the running back and the quarterback that make this read option work. If he gets too far in front of him, that's probably a 1 or 2 yard gain.
And now Rogers to throw over the middle, and he's got Isaac Johnson. Makes the catch, and he's wrestled down at the 35. Well, you can look at Isaac and tell he's a basketball player, and he's a Division I basketball player. He's committed to Western Illinois. But they just throw it high and let him go get it.
And they just put it right in the middle there, right? You know, Johnson in the 2-deep coverage right there. Nice ball. He just floats it in the middle. He's a defensive guy, and I'm an offensive guy, and they just stay on the other sides of the field and lay off each other during the game.
Now, this is Porter up the middle, and a nice play by Dawson Dahl to shoot the gap and bring him down.
That they're flying to the ball.
2nd and 15. And now this is Jamin Smith, and he's inside the 20. Nice pickup. Ball comes out late again, but the whistle had gone. Down at the 17-yard line.
There's Smith on the outside.
He had the game-winning touchdown last week against Wabasso in the 3rd quarter. Now they're going to throw it up, and it's intercepted. Lucas Rasmussen out jumping Isaac Johnson, and he gets the defensive stop. Now Rushford-Peterson with the defensive stop, and they lead at 7-0, getting the ball back again. It ties a state record for Rasmussen interceptions in a season. He's the 2nd guy to tie that record in the matter of a couple weeks. Here's Carlson. And he's up across the 25. Just to finish that thought, Ridge Hunstad, a Pillager, a team that played in the 2A state tournament, got his 14th of the season in the state quarterfinals.
Look for them to clean it up. A lot of weapons out there. They just need to clean it up a little bit.
And they'll bring it around with this is Naz El-Amin. And he's up close to a first down. And a flag comes out at the end of the play.
Personal foul on the offense. 15-yard penalty.
This time they fake it to El-Amin. They go to Porter, and that's going to be eaten up. Austin Brand got in the backfield. And it's a loss of a couple more for the Polars. One of the leaders on this Rushford-Peterson defense. 2nd down and 19, and this one out for Isaac Johnson. They'll let him do the work. And he's going to be close to a first down. In fact, he'll have it as he runs over Jake Paulson. And he's across the Rushford-Peterson 45 down to the 42.
Yeah, watch him. You just catch the ball here. Just a little hitch again, but gets great blocking on the outside by Sanford. Sanford gets a block and seals him on the inside, and he does the rest on the out. Because if he gets that on the inside and the outside contain is there, right there is that block. Johnson just gets minimal on the play, but instead he picks up the first down.
Rogers out of the shotgun. Another quick hitter, this time to the far side for El-Amin. And he's dragging tacklers inside the 30-yard line. Another first down for the Polars, and these are the two guys that Charles Adams signaled out in our meeting on Tuesday. Isaac Johnson, Naz El-Amin want to get him the ball on the outside and let him work.
Exactly, same concept. Watch a seal block on the outside by Johnson. He just gets a hand on him, and he makes the read on the outside. They're trying to seal that corner in.
2nd and 5. Call it a gain of 5 for the Polars. And Rogers out on the outside. El-Amin again slips a tackle. And still going down to the 15. Boy, these guys are tough to bring down. Porter is the back next to Rogers in the backfield. That's Isaac Johnson in motion. A one pass option out to the right here for Rogers. Floats it up into the end zone. And wide open is Taylor Johnson. And North, well, they don't kick extra points, but they're 1 point behind now. Great play call.
Great play call, but here's what the big factor is. The guy who didn't score the touchdown is going to be the key. Isaac Johnson, when he rolled out in motion, watch here how much attention Noah Carlson gave him. Noah Carlson jumped him right there, and he left his guy wide open. So two guys right there. When Noah Carlson jumped up, nobody right there. Two guys untouched.
And Taylor is the younger brother of Tyler Johnson, who of course was the quarterback on last year's team and now a wide receiver at Minnesota. Here's Zeke Rogers throwing for the 2-point conversion. What a catch by Isaac Johnson. And the Polars take the 8-7 lead. If he came down in the end zone.
Oh, we've seen some unbelievable catches in this Prep Bowl.
Now Zeke Rogers to Taylor Johnson for the touchdown. And then on the 2-point conversion, it is Isaac Johnson. Johnson's everywhere here for Minneapolis North. They lead at 8-7 on 45 TV. And of course it goes to Carlson, and he has the first down, and he looks like he's just fine. Flag comes in late as he runs out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And it's right in the middle of the field in the secondary. So we'll check the penalty here in a moment.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Result of the play will be up.
Right there, you're going to get the offensive holding. He turned the receiver's hands go up. Probably could have gone either way, but when the receiver gets turned and he's still into the defender, that's going to easy play from the back, Judge.
Mentioned Faison Scott earlier. Phil is Faison's brother. Here's Carlson, and the ball comes out, bouncing around, and the Polars have it. It is Taylor Johnson. And he will take it in. Big interception last week. Big fumble recovery this week for Taylor.
Watch it right here. Carlson on the outside hits a second surge, just pops out right there in a nice strip. The ball just comes out. Scott gets that strip, and then once Taylor gets the ball, Johnson, it is to the house. That is a big, big play for them. This is what North didn't want to have happen to them. They do it to Rushford-Peterson. Rushford-Peterson doing a great job. Watch right here. Scott just gets that ball out of there. Uncharacteristic of Carlson. And then Taylor gets it, scoops and scores. This is a big momentum turnover right here for the Polars, especially when Rushford-Peterson looked to be having the ground game back on tack here today.
3-2-30 made the big play there. Now the 2-point conversion. They throw it up over the middle, and Isaac Johnson the man again. It's 16-7.
He's definitely one of the reasons why.
He's been having a great state tournament. 6 tackles and a sack in each of the first 2 games. Here's the halfback option. Down the field for Rasmussen. Inside the 30, and a flag comes out on the near side of the field. And this is right next to the north sideline. I don't think it has anything to do with the play. He can run it. Shows who he can throw it.
Well, I got a feeling Noah Carlson was punt, pass, and kick champion in Rushford-Peterson. He's done everything, right? He punts, he kicks, he throws the ball. He's the fastest guy out there. You know, he puts this one out there. But remember, you know, Rasmussen, he goes and gets.
2nd and 15. Really no gain on the play. This time they'll pitch it to Carlson. He's going backwards. And it's Isaac Johnson again. two guys that would know each other from that basketball trip that Allie mentioned early. And here's a fake punt. Scarlett wants to throw, but North's got it pretty much diagnosed, and he's going to throw an incomplete pass that was nowhere near the first down. North taking their time to get the play in, and Rogers looking for an option, able to avoid the rush. Now he's going to take off himself, and he'll come up, well, very close to the first down marker before he was finally caught by Damon Dow. They'll hand it off to Porter, and he won't get there. Austin Brand and Damon Dow swallow him up.
Well, that play just looked like it was doomed right from the get-go. They go off the left side right there, and Austin Brand sheds his block nicely, wraps up, and gets help right there.
Great play by Brand, and now right back to the ground with Carlson, trying to get to the edge. Flags flying behind the play, 3 of them. And we're going to have to check on a couple of fouls on this one, or maybe all the same fouls seen by 3 people.
Illegal block below the waist on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
We'll see if we can pick it up here. Yep, right there. You go in, Johnson. They're going to call him underneath. You can't go below the waist to create atmosphere for the other guys that come and make the tackle.
So it's 3rd and 11. And an underneath handoff. And this is Dawson Dahl, and he's down close to the 10-yard line. I think it might have caught North by surprise, giving it to Dahl on that play. 4th down and 3 from the 11. 59 seconds to go, first half. Scarlett to throw. And he wants his man on the outside. That is Carlson, who has it. And he is into the end zone. Gutsy call on 4th down, and it pays off for the Trojans.
Well, when you need a big play, you go to the big playmaker, and that is Noah Carlson. Noah Carlson just does a corner route right there. Scarlett does a nice job putting it up. The defender falls down, and that was the unfortunate part for the Polars. You know, Charles Royston did a nice job covering on this one. He slips on the turf, and to Carlson's surprise right there, it goes in untouched and gets hit in the end zone. So the little miscue on the slip there got the points on the board for the Trojans.
Jake Paulson toe jams in the extra point, and that's a bad break for Royston. He's had a really good first half, but you can slip on this turf, and you saw it happen there. So Carlson scores the touchdown and now kicks it off, and a good kick. Taken by Smith at the 7-yard line. Dangerous return man for the Polars, but not this time. McCoy to Couts. So a long way to go for North here. They have 2 timeouts, and it looks like they're going to throw for it, but Couts is running down Rogers, who lost the football, and it looks like that's a fumble. It is a fumble, and it is Carter Wiedemann who recovers it.
Yep. Right now, this is an ill-advised little pump fake here, but this is the athleticism from Zeke Rogers. He just gives a little pump fake and watch the ball just slip out right about here. Okay, fumble on the play. He wants the pump fake to get more yardage, but that's one of the ill-advised things when you're going to go out in open space.
1st and goal from the 1. No timeouts for the Trojans, and Scarlett slipped and tried to throw a pass. Now, is that a fumble? The whistle goes, and that's going to kill the play as an incomplete pass.
The clock is running here. They got to be careful here. Clock is running.
Well, if it was an incomplete pass, then the clock should stop.
They're going to call him down. So the trip and the quarterback's butt fell down first. Watch his arm action right here. He's going down. Ball's out right there. And I know there's no replay. These are high school coaches right there. They're going to go into halftime, but they're going to say he was down. So the officials are going to say down. Looked like the ball came out a little before his hand was moving there. Probably could have been a fumble easily called in the field too, but they're going to go into halftime.
You wouldn't know it, but he's leading at the half. It's Minneapolis North 16, Rushford-Peterson 14 at the break here on 45 TV. And we've had some big plays go both ways, maybe none bigger than this one. Taylor Johnson, the fumble recovery to the house for the Polars. They're up by 2 at the half.
A 3 and out, and then they got a big turnover with the scoop and score.
Here's Carlson on first down, and he's got a big yardage on this one as he's out near the 45 and maybe a step or two away from breaking that.
You know, if you're a Minnesota fan, he doesn't run like Adrian Peterson, but he has the presence. There it is again. He gets a couple, and he brings up a second and short.
He gets it on second and short, has the first down and more. And I think Faison Scott just saved a touchdown. So they start the second half the way they started the first. Give it to Carlson and see what happens.
Yep, Carlson again. This looks like the first series coming out of the gates here. Great blocking up front. They get nice little seals. They're not pancaking anybody, but he gets into that second level. You're right, Scott saves a big touchdown there. Good team football for the Polars.
So it's 1st and 17 after the penalty. And they give us to Porter with a little running room. And Keon Porter is going to take half the Trojans to get him back down again. Jake Paulson leading the charge. But a good pickup out around the 17. Smith is the back. Rogers will keep it himself. He's got space for the first down, and then he gets walloped by Wiedemann up around the 30-yard line, but a first down run for Zeke Rogers.
He gets a nice fake right here. He doesn't see it coming, but boom, Wiedemann right there, just textbook, leaves his feet, does a nice job wrapping up. He comes from the blind side right there. It does a nice job laying a nice stick, clean play right there.
Another first down here for North. Rogers will try to take off. Changes his mind again. And now he'll take on Paulson head on. A little improvisation there from Zeke Rogers. And he's up around midfield.
I'll tell you what, Zeke Rogers, a lot of credit here. He puts his shoulder in, gets the yards after the catch there on the initial attack by Jake Paulson. But I think why that play was special is he didn't just throw the ball up. He could have had chances right here to throw the ball up. He tucks it away, lowers the shoulder, and gets yards after that over the top of Paulson. So they're just getting back there right now, but they're not wrapping up.
Now bring it around the corner. This time it's Elamine. And he might have another first down. Able to beat Austin Brand to the edge. Third and a very short one. And it's Isaac Johnson coming around the edge. And Johnson has the first. They're trying to rip out the football, but he hangs on tight, and he's down to the 12-yard line. So they're just mixing it up with everybody here. Great play calling from Rick Plunkett, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, great play call, but more importantly, great blocking on that right side. They get the seals they needed. They kicked out that defensive end, and Johnson followed suit nicely. He picks up the yards, and he tucked the ball away. But they're picking up big yards right now. That front five is doing a heck of a job.
And now it's Porter underneath, and Keon Porter to the goal line. Touchdown, Polars.
Watch the block here. They get a great seal, and then Jackson coming in. He doesn't touch anybody right at the end, just enough to adjust. It's Jackson on the pulling position that gives that nice kick out for him to go in the end zone. Nice job. It was a really awesome series for the Polars. They needed that one to get the momentum going.
There's subdued celebration there on the sidelines, but what a drive for Minneapolis North. 14 plays, 86 yards, took 6:21 off the clock, and now a big two-point conversion. Try to make it a two-score game, and they're going to do the little hook and lateral, and in or out? Not in. Porter says he knocked over the pylon, but the officials right there say they didn't get in.
Yeah, a little hook and ladder here, so Johnson flips it in. We're going to go right down to the edge, and it looks like...
That's in.
Boy, it looks pretty close, boy. They've had the two really call ones. It looks like they're in here. No foot out of bounds. Well, by all accounts, that looks like that ball is in, but those plays happen so quickly on the sideline. That ball looks like he's not out of bounds and hits that pylon. The Polars will see that one. We have the luxury up here, but nice job by the Polars to get points on the board.
And they give to Carlson, and again he is upended. And that time it looked like it was Belfield, number 22. Great tackle.
They had to tough out the cold, snow, sleet, and rain this week outdoors. But he said that they were able to practice across the street on turf, but on a softball field.
Here's Zeke Rogers with a first down. Thanks a lot, Ali. And yeah, Charles Adams is nothing but not a superstitious guy. He told us all about it in our meeting earlier this week. They want to make that big play. Coaches in the high school game, they just live with that. 3rd down and 6. And he drops the football here trying to get the throw out. And that's going to end this drive here in Minneapolis North. Second time that's happened to Rogers today. Tough break.
A majority of the time.
This time play action, and Scullin running for his life, and Isaac Johnson, I don't think he ever saw him. So it'll be 3rd and long here for Rushford-Peterson.
Yeah, Isaac Johnson just coming off his right end position. He gets by Landon Gorey on that side, and then it's just off to the races, a free shot, especially on the blind side. Watch, he kind of sweeps through 2 blocks right there, and then on the blind side, he gets the sack. It is paired up right there nicely. Clock cranks. So those little things now are important.
Now they'll go underneath, and this is Smith. And he stumbled and down at the 30-yard line, close to another first down. Yeah, big noise coming from the crowd across the way, and those are the Rushford-Peterson fans. 3rd and 11. Call it 12. Rogers, the long toss, and it is caught. And out of bounds is Naz El-Amin. They haven't thrown it much here in the second half. They haven't needed to. And he's out at the 20, so that'll bring up 4th and about 1.5 yards. So again, this time they bring in Porter in the backfield next to Rogers. They'll go to El-Amin off the left-hand side. He gets the corner and has the first down. And bowling tacklers inside the 10. Huge play for North.
What a great play call. El-Amin has done this a couple times now. He comes in this jet motion and a handout. Look at the seal block out there. And there's number 1, Isaac Johnson, doing his job, getting that guy. He's not asked to pancake, just gets in his way. And who's that guy? Carlson. What a great job over there. And these guys know right there. Watch these guys. First down. They know. Charlie Adams, they do their job and they keep moving.
4th and 13. Rogers has a man looking for him in the corner of the end zone, and it's Corleone Powell for the touchdown.
Corleone Powell right there kind of wheels out from his wide receiver position. Watch this play. They all go on the inside, but Corleone Powell goes out there and he scores. We talked to the coaches this week about guys who could have a chance making an impact. Corleone Powell's name came up, and he came over there, almost a secret weapon of sorts. Champions finish drives when they need to, and that's a championship drive right there.
Now Rogers will run it himself, trying to hurdle for the line. And he puts him up 16, 30-14, Minneapolis North. And it's a long way up for Rushford-Peterson now. And if Rushford-Peterson has a trick play or two, they might want to try to bring it out. Having trouble getting Scullin time to throw. Drops the snap, stays with it, down the middle of the field, intercepted. And it's the all-Metro defender, Jameer Jackson. Flag comes out as he goes down the sideline, but Jackson, the senior, their leading tackler for the last 3 years, they have just sealed it.
Yeah, it was a great play. I mean, he goes up and gets the ball. What a great story.
And here it is again.
You know, ball goes up, a little bit underthrown right there, right into Jackson's hands. You're going to see Isaac Johnson come in here and get a hit right there off screen, which drew the penalty right there. But the Polars get the ball. They have 1 timeout left, I believe, on the sideline for Rushford-Peterson here. Growing up, he was dynamic on the field.
One of the smallest guys out there, but he seemed to get the job done. And here's another small guy, Jamin Smith, shoved out of bounds on the far side. I don't think they're too much worried about going out of bounds at this point. These guys are maybe a little too jacked up to keep it in and keep that clock moving.
Just a great run on the outside here to cap off what's been a great day for the Polars. And they go on the outside. There you see Smith going on the outside, getting that ball. But I would imagine here, and a classy thing by Davin Thompson right here. He's going to rotate everybody through on defense.
The football team caps off what has been really the year of the Polar. Minneapolis North, your Class A state football champions for 2016.
A lot of emotions on that sideline right now. He'll get back to Charlie Adams. There's nothing but good things coming out of that Minneapolis North football program right now when Charlie Adams is running that ship. And I got to tell you, the same thing goes for Davin Thompson and the Rushford-Peterson Trojans. You look at that sideline, these guys are connected in the oddest ways, and we talked about it through that basketball thing, but this is what Minnesota football is all about. Two teams going out there, well coached, respect each other, playing football the right way. And you're going to see it right here with the handshakes. There's a lot of respect on this field right now. And it's a good thing if you're a Minnesota football fan to watch a great football game here today.
And the first group of Minneapolis North football players ever to hoist one of those. And you can see what it means to them.
Coach, history has officially been made. No team has ever been able to bring this school a state title. Why was this one the one to do it?
Determination. I mean, we knew we were in this position last year, and we knew that if we got here this year, there's a lot of things that we weren't going to do last year that we did this year. And once we got here, man, we weren't going to let nobody take away that glory from us. We just had to handle our business and do us.
And history again, you are the first African-American coach to ever win a state football title. What does that mean to you?
That means there got to be more black coaches that win, because I'm trying to go every year. Feel me?
All right, Coach. And then what about your player to your left? I know you talked about his brother, Tyler. He hit you up on the sidelines with the win? Absolutely.
He's the only one that got that kind of clearance. And, you know, we all have a loving relationship. And as soon as he knew things were winding down, he FaceTimed me. And he was just as excited as anybody else. You know, a lot of these guys are playing for him as well. I mean, so, you know, his baby brother's a chip off the old block. So
let's talk to that chip off the old block. Congratulations, Coach. Taylor, redemption. Last year you guys made it to the Prep Bowl, but you fell short. You guys were able to nab that championship this time around. Why were you able to do it?
Like Coach said, the determination. Like over the summer we was getting in the gym, like lifting weights, all that, and then getting on the field, like going to every part, getting together as a team, and just doing what we got to do to bring championship back.
You guys had a few calls not go your way this game, but you guys prevailed anyway. What was it like to play in this one?
Playing this one, it's a blessing. I mean, not many people get to do it, so, I mean, that's all I can say. It's a blessing. I'm proud of my team, proud of us.
Taylor, congratulations on being the first team to bring this school a championship.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
There it is right there, Charlie Adams, the Minnesota Polars, your Class A champs.
Well, they had to go makeshift with the Gatorade bat. Didn't have the bucket, so they went to the cups. But the Minneapolis North Polars in a picture that will hang in the hallways of a historic school for a very long time. Minneapolis North wins it over Rushford-Peterson. The first game of the day here from the Prep Bowl, and the Polars knock out the Trojans for the Class A championship. Stay tuned for the next two. Thanks for joining us here on 45 TV.